What's up, boys and girls, I guess. It's Divine here, and we are actually sitting at 35 and 27. I bet none of you expected that. I didn't expect that, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, we have a lot of guys that are producing offensively, and we'll take a look at that. We have one of the best offenses in the league right now. We are sitting right outside of the first year player draft, but I expect that to slow down. We have Jeff Mathis, who's hitting 291. Wrong person. Jeff Mathis, who's hitting 291. Obviously, that's going to drop. We have Ronald Guzman, who's hitting 347, having an excellent year. Obviously, that's going to drop. We have Asdrubal Cabrera, who's hitting 275, a 4-win player. I expect that to drop. Hopefully not, though, because I want to move him at the deadline. But yeah, we just have a lot of guys that are producing. Elvis is having an excellent year, almost a 5-win player. I'm not going to say he's going to drop because Elvis is one of our best players for sure. But yeah, man, I don't know. There are some guys that are interesting names on the trading block, but I'm not going to push that. I made a vision in my head. I expect us to make the playoffs in 2021 and make a run. And, just because we have a little bit of early success, it's really, really lucky. We've won quite a bit of close games. Jose Leclerc has been really good. Chris Martin's been really good. Jeffrey Springs and John Mark Gomez, of all people, have been really, really good for us. And I just don't expect that bullpen to hold up going forward. If I was to try to make this team right here a contender, I would need probably a starter or two and an elite bullpen piece. And that's just not going to happen. I would have to trade a big chunk of the farm, and that's just not what I'm going to do. Going forward, I mean, this offense right here is definitely playoff material, but it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. In 2021, we'll be back. Right now, we're having a bit of early success, but it's just not really worth it. So, let's go ahead and take a look at who we drafted. I'm sure you can tell by the thumbnail, but we'll go ahead and look anyway. We had 3 guys going into this draft that I had on my short list, and spoiler alert, I didn't get to take any of them. The first guy on our list was Bobby Witt. It was a bit of an unrealistic pick, but if he fell to the 8, it was going to be a snap pick for sure. The best prep bat for sure. Good defensively, but there are question marks whether he'll be able to stay at shortstop. It looks like in the game they do have him at third base. He's athletic. He has unreal pop. Like he just has a pretty swing. He's slick in the field. Like he's a good player. I was really hoping he'd drop to 8, but I wasn't surprised he didn't. Number 2 on my short list was Shea Langeliers, the catcher out of Baylor. Good pop, really, really good defensively, maybe elite. Decent speed for a catcher, good eye. Has a little bit of strikeout problem, but he's from Texas. Would have made a lot of sense. He's already 21, getting close to being 22. He'll be ready by the time Jeff Mathis is out of here. So this was really the guy that I wanted. It was a bit of a more realistic pick, but the Marlins snagged him up. I don't blame him. The third guy that I had on my list, I thought for sure that we would be able to get him. K. Dottie. He's another prep bat. Probably the second best or third best prep bat in this class. And pretty slick fielder. He'll be able to stay at shortstop. 6 foot, 190, about what you would want out there. Pretty fast, good base runner, good pop, excellent eye, elite eye, and good gap power. You love to see that out of your shortstop. A bit of strikeout problem, but you can iron that out. He is a prep bat. And the most important thing about him is he's a leader, great work ethic, and low greed, so we'll be able to. We would have been able to re-sign him on a relatively team-friendly deal. But yeah, I mean, he's going to be a great player for the Tigers. His work ethic means he's going to reach his potential most likely. I really, really wanted him if Shea wasn't there, but he wasn't. So I had a lot of names that I was looking at. I was looking at Reese Hines, third baseman. He's a prep bat, probably either the second best or third best behind K. Dottie and Bobby Witt. But the strikeout is there. I mean, we already have a few guys like that in our lineup: Brunetto Dor, Joey Gallo, that will be here for a while. So when he comes up, I expect him to be good. He kind of reminds me of like an Alec Baum, but I don't know. I just felt like Jack Leiter, the guy that we picked, son of Al Leiter, looks like frontline starter material. His ceiling is one of the best pitchers we've ever had in this organization behind Nolan Ryan, and his floor is about 3-4 starter material. So I had to get this guy. It was between him, Reese Hines, like I said. Riley Green was a guy that I was looking at. Josh Jung was a guy that I was looking at. And Daniel Espino was really the number 2 guy that I was looking at. 6'3", 200 pounds, 18 years old, throws 97 consistently and tops out at 99, 100 miles an hour. But he looks more like a bullpen piece. The stamina really isn't there. He doesn't have that fourth pitch. He does have an elite off speed, and he does have an elite fastball. But the curveball is really league average, so he won't get many swings and misses on that. So, I mean, he really looks like a bullpen piece. And the ceiling isn't nearly as high as Jack Leiter's. So, we went Jack Leiter. I like the pick. Wasn't my first, second, or third option, but, we went ahead, got him, and I'm not mad at it. In the supplemental round, the pick that we got for Alex Claudio, we got Jason Hodges. And Jason Hodges is a right-handed bat, something that we needed desperately in this farm system. Has a lot of power, a lot of raw power. He's 17 years old and already has a 40 power grade right now and has the ceiling of a 70. So his ceiling is much higher. This is his floor. So the guy has high adaptability. Not a good defensive player, but I'm not really worried about that because I drafted him with the notion that he was going to be our DH in the future. Decently athletic guy. Just he's 6'3", 210. He's a prep guy. He's definitely going to grow into his body, maybe even get more powerful. Just a lot of things that I like about him. Our scout thinks that he should be very good at taking bad pitches and draw 70 walks a year. Hodges has the talent to flourish as a right fielder. So he also thinks that he's a great slugging prospect who is likely to fill a cleanup role. He is improving pitch recognition and may make consistent contact. So I'm excited about this guy. I'm excited about this guy a lot. And I went to go watch his highlights in real life. And, there are a few kinks in his swing, but somebody that I am excited of taking. I thought for sure that he would be gone in the first round before supplemental. But yeah, he was there, so I took him. In the second round, I was looking at taking C.J. Abrams, but fortunately he wasn't there. But we did take a guy that maybe you guys are going to scratch your head a little bit about. but I feel like this is a really responsible and just intelligent draft pick. He is a lefty bullpen piece, Matt Cronin. Throws pretty hard, tops out at 97, 96, consistently hits 93, 94, 95. Um, gonna have good control. Pretty, ready. We'll probably start him out in high A ball. He looks like a guy that'll be up, maybe in 2020, around September call-ups, or maybe the beginning of 2021 when we're beginning to contend. So I had that in mind when I drafted him. He's a lefty guy that we didn't have much in the farm system. So he has high work ethic. So it was just like a really safe pick that filled a deep hole that we had in our system. So I'm excited about Matt Cronin. It's not a guy that has, necessarily a very, very high ceiling. He's not gonna close ball games for us or anything like that, but he will be a consistent bullpen piece for at least 4 to 5 years, maybe 6. So I'm excited about that pick. And I wanted to show you guys why I drafted Jack Leiter. So, yeah, let's go watch some highlights. I don't know if I can do this or even this is allowed on YouTube, but yeah, that's the video I watched. The perfect game showcase. This will be good. So let's go ahead and watch this, and then we'll show some of Hodges' highlights. He is 6'1", so he can even get taller. Throws pretty hard for being a prep guy. Has good off speed, which is what I like. And this is a prep showcase, so he will be facing top guys here. And that was dirty. He does have life to that fastball. Really late riding life. As you can see there, that one kind of took off on him, but that's just good that his fastball has a lot of life to it, as he keeps him on his back door. Really good off-speed pitch there, didn't bite. Bit outside. That was a really good pitch. That was a good slider there. Quick pitched him a bit. Rung him up. So yeah, as you can see, his fastball really has life to it. He doesn't throw as hard as a Daniel Espino, but it has life to it, and he has excellent off speed and has better location. I mean, he's a really good young pitcher. I mean, hopefully we can develop into being an ace for us one day, but really, really good pick by us, I think. Has good mechanics. Is the son of a former MLB pitcher. Has really good pitch speed differentials. I mean, I like the pick. Let's watch some Jason Hodges. This guy, you guys will see, he has some kinks in his swing. He has a lot of power, though. 6'3", 210. He's big. No homo. He's young to be that big. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone. The kid has light tower power. Just need him to work on those kinks. Starts his hand a little bit too early. He does have fast hands. He can get the bat through the zone quickly. Might want him to sit back a little bit more. Looks like he's trying to pull the ball a little bit too much. He gets his hips set way too early. As you can see here, his hips are already set way before the ball comes into the zone. Those are easy fixes, though. So, yeah, those are the two guys that we took in the first round. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about how our prospects are doing. Leody Taveras is playing very, very well. I told you guys, have faith in Leody Taveras. He is playing very, very well, on pace for nearly 4 wins, hitting nearly 300 with the 372 OBP, nearly 800 OPS. He's not much of a guy with pop, though, so that OPS won't be too high ever in his career, but it is steadily getting higher, so I'm excited about him. He's about to be 21, hitting very well in high A, 21 years old in double A. That's going to be very, very good. Playing really good defensively, which is why you see that WAR so high, so I'm excited about him. Bubba Thompson's also playing very well. We moved him to right field. He was playing center field, but we have Leody out there on the same level playing center field, and by the time these two come up, I want Bubba in right field because he has that arm. He does have that speed to play center field, but he has that arm. Leody's doesn't, so that's why I moved him to right field. He's almost 3.5 win player. Showing a bit more pop than Leody. OBP isn't as high. The average isn't as high. But a 271 average for Bubba, I'll take that all day. With the kind of pop he has, with the athleticism that he shows, great defensively, I'll take that all day. Anderson Tejeda is also playing very, very well. Almost a 3.5 win player. Obviously, he's very, very good defensively. On pace for nearly 30 homers for Tejeda. That's very impressive. Another guy in high A ball. So all these guys might make the jump to double A together, which is what you saw in Kansas City when you saw Hosmer and all those guys coming up together. You might see much of the same here in the Rangers organization. Obviously, Cole Winn and Owen White haven't started playing yet. Neither has Hans Kraus. So those guys are in rookie ball. They won't play till the summer. But, yeah, Eli White's playing pretty well. He's in double A, so he's a bit more advanced. He just really needs somebody to get hurt. Knock on wood. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But if like a Elvis or Runeto Dor go down, that's who will be getting the call. Andy Ibanez is also a guy waiting on a call like that. He looks about MLB ready. He only plays second though, so his flexibility is a bit down. But he's 26 years old, having a good year in AAA. So he's just waiting on a call. Julio Martinez is having a decent year, almost 3.5 win player. He's in Double A as well. Like to see him picking it back up offensively. Defensively, he's always going to be pretty solid. So I'm happy that he's playing pretty well. And Hans Kraus, he's not over here, so we'll have to check our short list. Yeah, Hans Kraus. He has been pitching very well, okay? It's a bit of a small sample size, but he's projected to be pretty good, so I'm happy. He's pitching in A-ball again this year. Not having as good of a year as he did last year, but if he continues this, then he'll be in high next year. He's only 20 years old, so no need to rush things. having a good year. Having a good year. So everybody in our farm system is having a good year. Oh, I forgot about this guy. This is a guy that our scout found. He found him in the Dominican, probably over there eating empanadas and hooking up with girls, and then he decided to go to a game, and he saw Sergio Orozco, and he stood out to him. He does look very good. He looks promising, I can't lie. OSA thinks he looks promising as well. Our scout thinks Orozco can be a second division starter in center field. He has a quick bat with a knack for making hard contact. So, yeah, I'm excited about him. He's more of a game-generated player. He's not a real kid in real life, but I'm happy that he found him. He's a leader and he has good work ethic, so he's probably going to be this type of player. So good job to our scout. And, there's one more. Yeah, DeMarcus Evans. He's pitching very, very well in high A. He expects to be playing in the majors. That's not going to happen with a 30 grade control, but yeah, our farm system's playing very well. I feel like we had a pretty productive draft. Considering the fact that we had 3 guys on our board with the 8th overall pick and we couldn't pick any of them. And we're doing good at the major league level too. Like, everything's going well, but we'll see how things continue to go. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next episode, probably at the trade deadline. We'll see what happens. Peace out.